Things just underway from Sickles High School. We'll see a lot of rotation of these athletes tonight.
First and 10 at the 25 yards.
As the West will start with the ball, first down and 10. Tedesco will start at quarterback today. The senior out of Chamberlain High School. Going deep on the first play, right sideline. And it is incomplete. No hold in for the grab. Beg your pardon, down to the 40-yard line. A big bomb over the right side on the first play from scrimmage. And not a bad way to start the afternoon.
A gain of 36. Nice catch. First and 10, 39 yards.
From the 40-yard line on the right hash. And nowhere to go on that play. Lost a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 12. So the West, a big bomb up the right sideline to start this game, has them at the 39-yard line. The East team in the red jerseys tonight, the West wearing white. And off ahead to Guzman. And is able to power forward for a handful. Anthony Guzman, one of those talented running backs in the area. 2,700 career yards for him, averages 8.1 a carry, as well as 32 rushing touchdowns in his career. Palmer in at quarterback on third down and 7. Back to throw. Zips it left. It is caught at the 34 and touched out of bounds up the near sideline. Justin Woodward, the Steinbrenner receiver, with the catch. And that'll be enough for a West team first down. Out of the shotgun, first down and 10. Quick flip out to the right, it is caught. Turning the corner at the 25, runs over a man and out of bounds. Close to the first down marker, looked like he got maybe 9.
Gain of 8, second and 2.
So second down and 1 upcoming for this offense. Palomar in the shotgun, 3 to the left for him. Back to throw. Guns it left side, completed the numbers. A first down and more up the sideline, finds Woodward again. And Justin Woodward sets up the West team first and goal on their opening drive of the game. They started off this drive with a big bomb down the sideline to Mendez, the Gaither receiver. So out of the shotgun on first and goal from the 10-yard line. Or excuse me, first and 10 from the 12. Back to throw. Goes to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pushed it a little bit too wide to the sideline. It'll be second down. 2nd and 10. Zips it on the post, caught at the goal line and just shy of the end zone. I believe he's at the 1-yard line. It was really close to that goal line. The referee will signal them short. So opportunity for the West team on their first drive of the game to punch this one into the end zone. Guzman in the heavy set is the running back. Trying to power this one into the end zone. Hand off to Guzman. And he bulldozes his way in for a West team touchdown. So the team in the white jerseys punches it into the end zone, and it's 6-0 for the West. Well, this is an opportunity on the PAT for Zachary Long. 87 for 90 on his PATs as a high schooler. He has a long on his field goal of 53 yards, still in search of his first offer. So for any college coaches are looking for a kicker, this might be your guy. He's got plenty of range. Of course, he's well within it here for the point after touchdown. The place is down, the kick is up. The kick is good. 7-0 for the West team as they march down the field and score in a 77-yard drive. Punched into the end zone by Anthony Guzman, the Chamberlain running back. We'll step aside when we come back. Continued action here from Sickles High School on the Identity Varsity Network. Flips it out left. It's a trick play going downfield, and it is caught at the 48-yard line. A little trickeration on the handoff. Reagan Ely makes the grab at midfield. And the East team out of the timeout with a first down. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Had an issue with our stream. The kickoff was taken inside their own end zone for a touchback, brought out to the 20, and then a trick play on the sweep handoff. And the throw downfield to Reagan Ely, the Plant City wide receiver. So 2 big bombs for both of these teams to start the evening. Ryan Urquhart along with you here tonight. Happy to have you with us. 3 bunched up to the right on 1st and 10 from midfield. Pressure immediately. Will tuck in and run to the right side. This is David Wright. Able to turn nothing into something, got 2 yards. David Wright, the sensational quarterback out of Tampa Bay Tech, as there's a flag down on the field at the 48-yard line. Face mask on the defense, 15-yard penalty. It'll carry a first down for the East team. David Wright, a first-team All-Western Conference selection. He tied the single-season touchdown mark set by Michael Penix, the Indiana superstar, who everybody knows from that big overtime win against Penn State at the beginning of the year for the Hoosiers. He also broke Penix's career passing yards mark with 6,600 yards in his career. Still an unsigned prospect. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line for the East team. A big bomb on a trick play and a penalty has put them in West team territory. On the ground and a solid gain up the middle for Jake Craig out of Strawberry Crest High School. It's a 13-yard gain on the play. First down and 10 to the 36. A timeout taken by the East team. Want to talk about it a little bit. We'll step aside. 7-0 for the West team. Guzman's touchdown the difference. But the East team with the football and driving on their first possession of the game. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Welcome back to Sickles High School, the host of this year's All-Star Game. Happy to have you along with us. Ryan Urquhart here. The Tampa Bay Sports Commission and its partners would like to thank the Athletics Department of Hillsborough County Public School, as well as the coaches and staff involved with hosting and organizing tonight's All-Star Game. Ryan Urquhart along with you. Happy you could join us on this championship Saturday. Got football at all 3 levels for you here today, including the best of the best in Tampa on the field tonight at Sickles High School. This is the Hillsborough County All-Star Game. David Wright is the quarterback on the first drive of the game for the East team. One of the most talented quarterbacks in this area. In 2020 alone, 34 touchdowns to the air, 11 on the ground for number one. Of course, a lot of different players with a multitude of decals on their helmet. Pretty commonplace in most all-star games. Any leftover decals teams might have, they'll bring them to this game, and players will trade them around, put them on their helmet. It's kind of almost like trading cards or something like that. Get the opportunity to collect as many decals as you can. Add to the swagger you have on the football field. So out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for Wright in the offense. 3 bunched up to the right, 1 to the left. Wright will go back to throw. Under pressure from the right side, steps up and evades. David Wright spun down at the 32. Once again, turned something into nothing. Tackle made by Chamberlain. It'll be 2nd and 6. They mark him down a little bit further back. On 2nd down, Wright flips it right, hits Ely at the 35. Reagan Ely slips his way down to the 30-yard line. So maybe got 2 yards on the quick pass to the near sideline. Will set up a 3rd down and manageable situation for Wright in the offense.
Tackle made by James Moore, Lakeville High School.
Already gone to Reagan Ely a couple times tonight, this East team. Hit him on the big trick play bomb for 37 down the field to start this drive. Big 3rd down and 4 for the East team. Wright under pressure. He'll tuck it and run. Got the 1st down to the 25 and spun out of bounds. Jaden Mendez makes the tackle for the West team.
Officials timeout for a water break. For more information on the
1st down and a water break, timeout on the field. Midway through the 1st quarter, 7-0 for the West team. East team still on their first drive of the game. This is the Identity Varsity Network's presentation of the Hillsborough County All-Star High School football game.
Tampa Bay, or on Twitter or Instagram at Sports Tampa Bay.
Welcome back to Sickles High School. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday evening. We got a good one cooking here so far. The West team with a 7-0 lead over the visiting East team here at Sickles High School. Some of the best in the 8-1-3 on display tonight. David Wright will operate out of the I formation. Out of the timeout, Reagan Ely, the wide receiver, will be the fullback. They haven't been shy about giving David Wright opportunities to sling this one. Wide receiver to the near side is Armon Harris, another Tampa Bay Tech product. Wright on his back foot hits a screen. And nowhere to go, down to the 24-yard line. Was able to find Eli Reed. The Durant running back gets a handful. It'll be 2nd down. Tackle made on the near side by James Moore, the Lato linebacker. Rick's taken out of the game. This is Ekai out of Tampa Catholic. Wright throws on a slant, incomplete. Well defended by the West team. J.T. Anderson, the Chamberlain cornerback, on the coverage. 3rd down and 9.
Nice defensive breakup by number 25, Dwayne Taylor, Keene High School.
Well, they've already converted one big 3rd down out of the arm of David Wright. Figured they'll go back to the air once again.
For the East.
He's running back to the left. Rafael Ekakai. Right on 3rd down. Scrambles again. Throws to the near sideline, and it is complete at the 12-yard line.
Nice catch on the sideline by
David Wright comes up clutch once again.
Tampa Bay High School. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Able to hit Armon Harris, one of his teammates, up the near sideline, who had 11 touchdowns and 1,100 receiving yards in his career at Tampa Bay Tech. Harris only got 8. They needed 9, so it's 4th and 1, and they're going to leave the offense on the field. So beg your pardon, he's just a little bit short. So they don't convert the 3rd down. It's 4th and 1. A timeout taken by the East team, a little bit of confusion. We'll step aside right along with them. Welcome back to Sickles High School. The East team trails the West 7-0, and out of the timeout, a 4th and 1 decision for the East team. They're going to leave the offense out on the field. The running back is Ekakai out of Tampa Catholic. David Wright has had the reins on this first drive for the East team. And waiting around for the whistle to start play once again.
Here we go, 4th and 1.
On 4th down, and got him to jump. Well, both teams are pointing to the other side. The West team believes they saw a false start. And they did. It's a false start on the offense. So a golden 4th down opportunity potentially thrown away here.
We'll make it 4th and 6.
Well, based on the roster we have, we don't believe that the red team has an official kicker. I'm sure they have somebody lined up for extra points. But unlike the West team, they don't have a kicker that they can rely on from as far as 50 yards. So they're still going to have to go for it on 4th and 6. David Wright is the quarterback, has a word with Armon Harris, his former teammate on the near side. Wright will throw on 4th down. Goes to Harris on the near side. And it is complete up the right sideline for a 1st down for the East team.
Tampa Bay Tech, 1st down East. With a flag. We have an illegal formation against the defense. That's a penalty.
So once again, he hits his former teammate. Armon Harris able to get open on the out route to the near sideline. Reels it in. It'll be a 1st down for the East team to the 11. Well, that's just one that's tough for the West team. You know they've got a natural connection. You try your best to cover them up, but remember, these are teams that haven't had a whole lot of practice time together. So if you're going to take risks, this is the kind of game to do it in. 1st and 10 from the 11, Wright. Flips it out left, incomplete. Well, they ruled a live ball for a moment. I believe they're going to say it was a backward pass. So a loss on the play, second down.
Backward pass is gobbled up by number 44, Wright High School, Nick Jordan for the West.
Well, so fortunate as he flipped it out to his running back to the left, Akakai was able to scoop it up off the ground. It's a loss of 9 on the play. It'll be second down from the 20. Those are the kind of losses you just can't afford to take. Reagan Ailey closest to the offensive line. On the near side of your screen is Denario McClendon. And another timeout on the field. 7-0 for the West team. We'll step aside. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Welcome back to Sickles High School. Ryan Urquhart along with you. Ben Schotten's our offsite statistician and producer tonight. Happy to bring you tonight's presentation of the Buccaneers Hillsborough County All-Star High School football game. It's second down and forever from the 20-yard line. The first down marker's all the way down at the 1. So David Wright with a challenge here. 3 to the near side on 2nd and 19. Right back to throw. Pressure from the backside, rolls right. Like Johnny Manziel, pitches downfield, and it is intercepted by the West team. A takeaway for the team in white. Going up and intercepting that ball for the West team was James Berry. The Alonzo product goes up from the free safety spot and picks it off. What a play by him in the secondary. Or rather, a flag on the field. It'll still be first down and 10. So that'll wipe it away. And they'll replay the down here. So the East team still with the football. They get a break early. The H-back in the formation for the East team is Jordan Shepard, the Armwood running back, off to his left. So after the penalty, it's second down and 14. Right. Hands off over the left side and nowhere to go. Maybe got a couple on the play. Mendez with the tackle over left end. It'll be third down. Well, and just trying to chunk away any way you can. Try and get this into a little bit more manageable here for your quarterback. Head coach for the East team today is Mike Williams of Wharton High School, who had a fantastic season for the Wildcats. One of their better years in school history. And the flag is down to the play, holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, it'll remain second down. That'll bring it back to second down and even longer. So the East team kind of fiddling back and forth here in and out of the red zone. Penalties and back and forth plays have kind of doomed them here down the stretch of this drive. On the ground, somehow Houdini's his way out of the pile and down to the 12-yard line. So got it back to the original line of scrimmage, somehow squirted his way out of the pile and found his way for a solid gain over the left side.
Nice carry for a gain of about 8. Brings up third
believe that was a rain. David Wright out of the shotgun, third and a much more manageable 11. Akakai is the back off to his left. Wright back to throw. Rolling left, fires downfield. It is caught close to the first down marker. It will depend on the spot. It looks like from our vantage point, he got enough to get the first. It's Denaro McClendon up the left sideline. So the Bloomingdale wide receiver who garnered an offer from Warner this past Thursday gets it close. It'll be 4th and inches from the 2-yard line. So the East team, who's already converted one fourth down on this drive, will go for it. Timeout taken by the West team. We'll step aside, still 7-0 for the West, and another big 4th down coming up on the other side. The Tampa Bay Sports Commission would like to recognize these corporate partners for their continued support. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation, the Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners, Under Armour, Elder Automotive Group, Grove Financial, Coca-Cola Beverages Florida, Body Armor, The Identity Tampa Bay, OAI, Florida Blue, Academy Bus, and Cinevis Bank. Thank you for your continued support of the All-Star Game. Back here at Sickles High School, 7-0, the West team over the East team. You're in the back end of the first quarter out of a West team timeout in the I formation on 4th and inches. So maybe try to go to the ground game. You've trusted David Wright a lot through the air, though. Wright is going to quarterback sneak up the middle. For the goal line, no signal yet. Waiting for a signal from the official, and he is in for an East team touchdown. David Wright on 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak for a 2-yard rushing touchdown. Reagan Ely will handle the kicking duties tonight for the East team, so he'll be in for the PAT. So David Wright continues to find ways to score. He scores on the ground. The 12th time he's found the end zone on the ground this season alone.
Reagan Ely, High School, will attempt the extra point.
In for the hold is Gavin Martinez at a Cambridge Christian. No real rush here on the PATs, trying to avoid injury. Bit of a low kick finds its way through, and we're all knotted up at 7 here late in the first quarter. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation is proud to support high school football through events and programs like tonight's game. The Girls High School Preseason Classic and the Girls in Football Scholarship, the first ever nationwide academic scholarship to benefit female high school flag football players. For more information on Buccaneers community programming, log on to buccaneers.com/community. So David Wright took up pretty much the entirety of this first quarter, marches down the field on a 75-yard touchdown drive of their own. An early 7-7 game from Sickles High School. This, of course, the final high school football game for a lot of the players on the field tonight. For all of them, we should say, not the final football game for many of them in their career, rather. But this is the last opportunity for these guys to strap on pads and play high school football. For many of them, they've already completed their season with their teams. And this is kind of like a bonus opportunity and a chance to reflect and look back on what's been a multitude of fantastic careers from the young men on the field tonight. Kickoff forthcoming from Ely. As we're inside a minute to go in the first quarter. And this will go from the 19-yard line. And a return up the middle to the 31 for the West team.
The West return down to the 32-yard line.
Guzman on the return. You see a nice moment there. As Guzman having a word with Waymer and Howard. The linebacker out of Bloomingdale. Of course, a lot of familiarity all over the place on this field tonight. A lot of these players played Pop Warner against each other, many on the same teams as you end up in different high schools. Guzman's the running back off to the right on 1st and 10 from the 32. He'll go to the air. Fires left and behind his intended receiver. On 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Going deep, right side, got a man open, and it is caught and out of bounds up the far sideline. So another big bomb for the West team. This time in the corner route to the right side, and they're in business once again across midfield. Well, this is just excellent placement from the quarterback. Palomar, the Carrollwood Day quarterback. We have a timeout on the field. End of the first quarter, knotted up at 7. The West team with the football in driving after another big bomb down the field. We'll step aside. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Please remember that rosters from tonight's exhibition game can be found online at www.tampabaysports.org/all-star football. Again, that's www.tampabaysports.org/all-star football. The West team, as we go to the second quarter, knotted up at 7 with the East. This is a matchup of some of the best from around Hillsborough County. This is the quarterback, Brandon Palomar from Carrollwood Day. He made a lot of growth in his time at Carrollwood Day. Struggled his junior year. With 2 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, improved mightily in his senior year. Going downfield for the bomb and incomplete at the 10, but a flag down. Was looking up the sideline for Ray DeSanto, the Planned Panther. It's incomplete, but likely a free 15 for the West. Our apologies, at quarterback at the moment for the West team is Brandon Dessy, the Sickles quarterback. Wearing number 9 tonight for the West team. First down and 10 for the West team from the 25-yard line. Dessy is the quarterback with 3 to the left. Playing on his home field tonight for the final time. Dessy Guns it left and stumbling down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Desi, a bit of a wild throw out to the left. Found DeSanto, who he was looking for downfield just a moment ago. That time made the catch, but couldn't stay upright. So Brandon Desi wearing number 9 tonight for this West team. He was listed on the roster originally as number 15. Second and 10 for Desi. Stands tall, fires right, complete at the 23.
Desi's pass is complete. Number 88. Nice tackle on the play for the East roster by number 84.
Believe that was Bryce Webb on the near side who made the catch.
Brings up third and about 7.
Desi with 2 to either side on 3rd and 7. West team trying to retake the lead. Desi hurls it deep, left side. It's caught at the 11-yard line. Still on his feet inside the 10. Is able to get it over Markel Dominique, the Wharton free safety in coverage for a West team first down. And that's just excellent athleticism by the wide receiver. Your quarterback puts you in a one-on-one situation. You find a way to use your length and your range to go over the top and make the catch. Great throw by Desi and an even better reception for the first down. Knotted up at 7 here at the start of the second quarter. Desi pulls the football down to the 6-yard line, and it comes out at the end of the play. And they'll rule him down at the 6. Marion Howard, the Bloomingdale linebacker, had eyes for a scoop and score. Instead, it'll be 2nd and goal. Trips to the right for Desi on 2nd and goal. Looking for an opportunity here to retake the lead. Desi to throw. Goes for the slant of the end zone. Got it! Touchdown for the West! Finds Kavion Marbra, the Chamberlain wide receiver, in the back of the end zone. And it's 13-7 for the West. PAT forthcoming for Zachary Long. Already hit 1 tonight. And make it 2. 14-7 as Desi finds his receiver in the back of the end zone for a West team touchdown. Marbra is able to haul it in. So 1 on the ground, 1 through the air for the West team tonight. Fans voting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers High School Football Coach of the Year is presented by Frontier Communications. It's already underway. 9 Bay Area high school coaches are battling it out for an online fan poll for the title of 2020 Coach of the Year. To cast your vote, visit Buccaneers.com/Coach of the Week. Voting ends December 31st. So the West team responds, retakes the lead 14-7. Both teams with long churn it out kind of drive so far as the offenses have taken center stage at Sickles High School tonight. And when you get those offenses going early on, it leads to a lot of fun football. A lot of times when you get teams together like this, the defenses early on seem to prevail, but that hasn't been the case so far tonight. The quarterbacks have looked in sync with their wide receivers. The running game has looked polished. It's been the defense oftentimes that's been on their heels, and that really speaks not only to the ability of these players to show up and play tonight, but these coaches to prepare them in such a short window of time to play here in this all-star game. Here's the kickoff. It'll be taken from the 5. Nowhere to go on the near side, and he's wrapped up inside his own 20. Reagan Ely on the return. So not the best of starting field position to start this drive for the East team.
Nice tackle by the West.
So expecting to see a rotation of quarterbacks in this game tonight.
By number 20.
David Wright had the first drive for the East team. Emery Floyd, who played multiple roles for Wharton, has checked into the game. Believe he'll be the quarterback here. Boy, what a season for the Wharton Wildcats. Got off to one of their best starts in school history. A 5-0 start. Finished the year 7-2. Back to throw. Pressure from the backside, wrapped up, escapes, and is dropped for the sack back at his own 9. Tyrone Lelt, the Middleton linebacker, first man in on the sack. And nowhere to go on that play for Emery Floyd. Well, back to that thought, a Wharton team that didn't suffer their first loss until they collided with Durant. They made it to the second round of the playoffs after a 21-7 loss to Newsom ended their season. They beat Riverview in the game before, 34-27. It'll be Emery Floyd again here from the shotgun. Back to throw again, Floyd. Under pressure in his own end zone. Trying to step up. Did he get tackled at his own goal line? No signal yet. Still waiting for an official signal. We haven't seen it. I believe this is going to come up as a safety. Indeed it is, so tag on 2 for the West team. A safety on their second sack of the drive. This West team defense all over Emery Floyd. And there finally is the signal for the safety. So the defense, we were just talking about how stellar the offense was. The defense finds a way to score, and it's 16-7.
Please report to the ambulance down in the far end zone. All Hillsborough County head football coaches, please report to the ambulance down in the far end zone. Thank you. Score update for the ACC. Fourth quarter, Clemson 34, Notre Dame 3.
Ready for the kickoff here. Reagan Ely will do the honors, as he did for Play at City all throughout the year. So the safety will give the ball back to the West team as well. And a squib kick down the right side. I believe this will trickle out of bounds. That should draw a flag. Well, the West team will trot their way back out onto the field offensively. After the defense gives him a safety and the football back.
kick out of bounds against the East.
Timeout on the field here midway through the second quarter. 16-7 for the West team on the Identity Varsity Network. After the penalty on the kickoff, they will re-kick the football after that brief stoppage in time to get the right teams on the field. Midway through the second quarter, a safety has put the West team up 16-7 over the East team. So Reganelli will give it another try. And a return up the near sideline for the West team across the 30. The camera swiveled away. It was a short kick, and the West team's able to return it all the way deep into East team territory. Well, these are the kind of mistakes you can't have right on the heels of a safety. So after the penalty, they re-kick the football, and the return comes up the near sideline all the way to the 25. Kareem Chambers, the Hillsborough wide receiver, on the return. So from the 25-yard line, this will be a new quarterback into the game. Brendan Palomar, this is the Carrollwood Day prospect. We were talking about earlier, he had a fantastic transition from his junior to his senior year, and he's played his way into this All-Star game. On 1st and 10 from the 25, and a whistle on the field. Not sure if maybe somebody had one too many bodies on.
Illegal substitution on the
Well, back to that point about Palomar. Palomar had only 2 touchdowns and 12 interceptions as a junior. Really struggled his junior season, put in the work in the offseason, came back as a senior. 14 touchdowns, a 12-touchdown improvement, and just 6 interceptions. Great growth for him, threw for 1,387 yards, completion percentage all the way up to 57%. Really blossomed as a senior. 3 to left, the lone receiver to the right is Antonio Jameson out of Chamberlain. Palomar off his back foot, going downfield, one-on-one, incomplete. At about the 10-yard line, was looking for a one-on-one battle, couldn't hit it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Palomar. One back to his left. Palomar will throw again. Under pressure up the middle. He'll tuck in and run inside the 20, inside the 10, down to the 5. Well, no motion, can't see a single yet. Believe he's just short of the goal line, more than enough for a West team first down. Got all the way down to the 3-yard line. And a water break timeout on the field. Don't go anywhere. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Welcome back. Palomar with a run sets it up first down and goal out of the water break timeout. 16-7 for the West team. Started this possession thanks to the safety created by Kareem Chambers for the West team. He also had the return that set him up at the 25-yard line. So from under center, Palomar in a heavy set formation. Takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Powering to the goal line and into the end zone. A touchdown for Maishan Crumpton. Crumpton finds his way into the end zone for a 3-yard rushing touchdown.
Touchdown run by number 4, Maishan Crumpton. Zach Hall into the extra point.
So he gets into the end zone for the first time tonight. Zachary Long for the PAT. And the point after try is no good. So the score remains the West team 22 and the East team 7 here over halfway through the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. This is the Identity Varsity Network.
Fans voting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Back at Sickles High School, a 22-7 lead for the West team. A safety and then a touchdown drive orchestrated by Brendan Palomar. The Carrollwood Day quarterback has given the West team an early advantage over the East. And things have to start changing for this East team. They need some of that consistent offense they had on the first drive in order to find their way back into this game, now down by double digits. This a booming kickoff will be taken from the 6 on a bobble. Up the middle, little room to work. Almost broke free, but is stopped down at the 26. That was Denaro McClendon, the Bloomingdale prospect, who brings it out to the 25, and so that's where the offense will set up shop.
Nice tackle by number 23, Tyrone Bell.
So Nick Felice will be the quarterback on this drive for the East team. The Plant City quarterback goes back to throw, and he is dropped on his first play from scrimmage. The pass rush from the West team for their 3rd sack of the night. Ashton Kirkland brings him down. So a sack for the Durant prospect comes off of the edge and drops him for a loss. On 2nd and 14, Felice goes on the ground. And nowhere to go for his running back up the gut. Believe it was Eli Reed on the carry.
Third and long for the East. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining, second quarter.
It'll be 3rd down and 13 for Felice in the offense. Try to avoid a 3-and-out here. The Plant City product back to throw and whistles on the play. Looks like somebody got ahead of themselves. So penalty on the defense. This will back up the West team and put the East team in a little bit more manageable of a spot. Make a 3rd down and 8 for Nick Felice in the offense. So Felice, 1,871 yards this year, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, had 4 rushing touchdowns as well. Has picked up an offer from Warner so far, a chance for him to get some more tape tonight. On 3rd down and 8. Felice hesitates, lets it rip, downfield, incomplete. Looking for his teammate Reagan Ely. Trying to work his way inside of the corner, it's incomplete. And it's 4th down with 3 and out for the East. And that's just what you couldn't have there if you're the East team. You have to get some offensive momentum going. It looks like they're thinking about going for it here, and I think they're going to leave the offense on the field, or are they going to bring on Reagan Ely? They will. Not for a moment, they might leave the punting unit, or the offensive unit, excuse me, on the field. We're going to have a timeout to talk about it. Over halfway through the 2nd quarter, a timeout taken by the East team. They trailed 22-7 on the Identity Varsity Network. Back in the home of Sickles High School, a punt forthcoming potentially for this team. Or rather, they elect to go 5 wide, 4 right, beg your pardon, on 4th down. Felice is going to go for it. Rockets one deep to the right side. Had his man open at the 45, but it's incomplete. Was looking over the right side for Caden Durgin, the Wharton tight end, and he can't bring it in. It's incomplete in a turnover on downs in their own territory. Well, in a game like this, take all the risks you can. You're trailing by 15. You trust your talent to try and make the play and give your offense an opportunity. In a situation like that, can't make the conversion, and it'll go back to the West team. Regardless, at the end of the day, this is an opportunity for every player on this field to showcase their talents, enjoy this game one final time, and celebrate what's been a fantastic career for everybody on the field tonight. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Palomar still the quarterback. Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Slips free to the 25, but only for a moment. Beg your pardon, this is Tedesco now in at quarterback for the West team. He shuffles forward for a short gain. Rather got 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tedesco, 1,353 yards this past year, 15 touchdowns and 6 interceptions for him in his final year with the Chamberlain Chiefs. 2 to either side on 2nd and 5. Fires right, complete at the 20-yard line and out of bounds. And incomplete, rather. Dropped at the last second. Was trying to find McClendon on the near sideline, but couldn't hit.
As well as Herman James, number 3.
All Already 122 yards passing tonight for this West team. Tedesco in the shotgun after the incompletion, 3rd down and 5. Tedesco to throw. He'll take it himself over the right side, needs the 20-yard line, drops his shoulder down to the 21. A 4th and 1 situation upcoming. Zachary Long has got the range to hit it easily from this spot. But I don't think anybody would fault you for wanting to keep your foot on the gas here. It looks like they will. Tedesco will bring them into the huddle. On 4th and 1, first 4th down try of the night for the West team. Tedesco stands in the pocket, got it. Over the middle, down to the 16. Hits Williams over the middle for a 1st down. Largos Williams, beg your pardon. Believe it was number 8. There's no number 8 listed on the roster. Tedesco in the shotgun. Goes back to throw. Under pressure, just lobs it to the end zone and out of bounds. He throws it away. Well, needed a lot of arm strength off his back foot to just launch that one to the near sideline.
Nice pressure by the 2nd and goal.
Tedesco out of the shotgun. Looking end zone. Under pressure, fires. Incomplete.
Coming up at halftime, we will have the presentation of the National Football Foundation's annual Coaches Awards, which will include the Billy Turner Coach of the Year, Roland McCosta Assistant Coach of the Year, and the Vernon Corn Service Award. Another reminder for those with family and friends at home wishing to see tonight's game, this game is streaming live on the Identity Varsity Network. The live stream can be accessed by visiting www.theidentitytv.com.
Opportunity here for the West team inside the 10, trying to extend the lead on 3rd and goal. Tedesco stepping up. He'll take it himself and gets down to the 5. So another decision moment here for the West team.
Will bring up 4th and goal from the 5-yard line.
And they're going to march the field goal unit onto the field. So a chance here for Hillsborough's kicker, a 4.66 GPA, 2-time Coles Player of the Week honors, a national award for him. He won twice in his career. Still seeking his first offer, as we said before. Is one of the stronger prospects on the field tonight, still in the hunt. Justin Woodward, the Steinbrenner wide receiver, will hold on the field goal. The snap, the place, Long's kick is up, and no problem through the big yellow uprights. So towards the back end of the 2nd quarter, the lead is extended 25-7. The West team in control at Sickles High School. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Identity Varsity Network's coverage of the 2020 Hillsborough County All-Star High School football game. Back at Sickles High School, Ryan Urquhart along with you. Beautiful night at Sickles High School as we're in mid-December here in Florida. A 25-7 lead for the West team in control from Sickles High School. And the kickoff is away to the East team. And they'll hand it off, a little trickeration to the right side. And some room to run. Down the sideline, hurdles a man at the 40 and out of bounds at the 42. So a nice return up the right sideline. Puts him in business at midfield and just what this East team needed.
17 seconds remaining, second quarter. 25-7 West.
David Wright will come back onto the field. He orchestrated the only touchdown drive of the night. They'll bring the offense back out. Reagan Ely, who had one big catch to start the night, is in the slot off to the left. Wright fires over the right side and got it at the 50-yard line for a short gain. Took his time rolling out, finds DeSanto. Excuse me, beg your pardon. That's Durgan who brings it in. And a timeout on the field. Here in the second quarter, 25-7 is the Identity Varsity Network. Out of the timeout, second down and 1 for David Wright in this East team offense. Wright will throw. Motoring left, under pressure, reverses field. Stops up, steps up, and is dragged down for the 4th West team sack of the night. All the way at his own 38-yard line.
Sacked by number 35, Jeremiah Burnett.
First man in on the sack. Believe it was Nick Gordon.
West 25, East 7.
And so you go from that short yardage situation, now sacked all the way back inside your own territory, and that'll put a bow on this first half of play. 25-7, the halftime score here at Sickles High School. Don't go anywhere. This is the Identity Varsity Network's presentation of the Buccaneers Hillsborough County All-Star High School football game. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second half between the East team and the West team and the 2020 Buccaneers Hillsborough County All-Star High School football game. Ryan Urquhart along with you. Ben Schotten is our off-site statistician and producer. The West team the East team won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Zachary Long will kick this one away. One more half to play here at Sickles High School. For many of these student athletes, the final time at the high school level that they'll ever put these pads on, and for many, the last time they'll ever do it. Here's the kick. High end over end, taken in the end zone. They'll do a reverse, and it's on the ground at the 10-yard line. Scrum for the football. Who came up with it? Both teams saying they have it. The West team comes out with the football, and they'll have it first and goal to start the second half. The trickeration proves costly for the East team. Well, this was just supposed to be a short handoff. It was just a missed exchange on the end around, coming around this near hash mark, puts it on the ground, and that's the last thing the East team could have done to start this second half. And while the other side, if you're the West team, Desi will start first down and goal from the 10. 3 bunched up to the right for him. Pitch right. Trying to cut it up. And nowhere to go. Bounced off a couple of red jerseys. It'll be second and goal. Well, through that first half, Chamberlain and Marborough each got into the end zone. Guzman scored as well. A safety and a field goal tagged onto that total. The reason it's not 26-7 was a missed extra point. One late substitution onto the field. Desi is the quarterback, 3 bunched up to the right. Play action. Looking end zone, fires, and a little bit too shallow. It'll be third down and goal. Third down and goal out of the shotgun. Desi back to throw. And incomplete. It'll be fourth and goal. So we'll trot the kicking unit back onto the field once again. Some updates from the world of college football. San Jose State leads over Boise State 19-13 in the fourth quarter. That's a good game as well. Some final scores while we've been in action. LSU holds on to beat Ole Miss 53-48. Mississippi State bests Missouri 51-32. The Tigers of Clemson have probably punched their ticket to the college football playoff. They are the ACC champions with a 34-10 win over Notre Dame. This will be Zachary Long who will kick the field goal here. This is well within his range, 26 yards from the right hash. No rush, the kick is up. It is no good. I believe it was hard to see.
Voted for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers High School Football Coach of the Year, presented by Frontier Communications, is underway. 9 Bay Area high school coaches are battling it out in an online fan poll for the title of 2020 Coach of the Year. To cast your vote, visit Buccaneers.com.
Beg your pardon, it was good, and it's 28-7.
For more information on the Tampa Bay Sports Commission or any upcoming events and volunteer opportunities,
3-touchdown lead for the West team, and one of the most interesting ways you can get there. 2 field goals, a safety, and a mixed extra point have comprised the other 7 points on top of the 3 touchdowns tonight for the West team. Long will kick it away from right to left. Not a bad way to start this third quarter for the West team. So no trickeration on this kickoff. It'll be a straight return. McClendon stays on his feet. Makes a nice move inside up to the 35.
Nice return for the East by Denero McClendon, Bloomingdale High School.
It'll be first down and 10 for the East team. So of course, we'll see this continued rotation of quarterbacks. The goal of these teams tonight is to get as many guys through as possible, get them their opportunities on the field. Many are still playing for scholarships tonight. Some are playing just for the enjoyment of the game tonight. Many have already signed their letters of intent this past week. You know, one of the big ones for the West team was Gage Wilcox, who signed to the Florida Gators, who will be in action here just under half an hour against the Alabama Crimson Tide up in Atlanta. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. This is Emery Floyd, the Wharton quarterback. Under some pressure. Rolling left, fires downfield, and it's incomplete. He wanted a flag on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. Beg your pardon, this is David Wright in at quarterback. So they'll let him continue playing after he had that short drive to end the first half. So the Tampa Bay Tech product will be in the pistol. Under pressure, Wright steps up. Nice move back inside and spins forward for a couple, but what a juke move on the near sideline to shake a man out of his boots. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the offense. On 3rd and 7, David Wright in the pistol, 4 wide, rather the shotgun. Wright moving, under pressure, trying to escape, throws, and it's incomplete up the near sideline. It'll be 4th down for the East team. And another stop by the West. May as well roll the dice here on 4th and 7. Wright will be in the shotgun. 3 down linemen for the rest, rather 4. Wright under pressure, rips one deep to the left side, and it is incomplete. A turnover on downs. It'll be the 2nd time for the second half that the West will start this drive in plus territory. That'll bring the West offense back onto the field. First down and 10 from 38. This will be Desi, the quarterback, playing on his home field for the final time tonight. Sickles High School senior. 2 right, 2 left with 1 running back. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Still 28-7, and the West team with the football. Desi will throw. Fires over the middle. Got it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 16. Brandon Desi is on target, and the West team is in business once again. Able to find John Wallace, rather beg your pardon. Believe that was Singletary over the middle. Rather DeSanto. It's the plant target who reels it in. West team trying to extend their lead, already leading mightily midway through this third quarter. Desi. Back to throw again. Over the middle, got it for the touchdown. And the West team extends the lead 34-7.
Touchdown number 88 for the West.
Second time he's found Crumpto tonight for a touchdown. And Long will come on for the extra point. The snap, the place, the kick is up. And it is good. 35-7 in the third quarter. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Back at Sickles High School, 35-7. The West team in control of this one, as they try to assert their dominance tonight as the team to beat in this county and the better side for football in Hillsborough. from the 5. And nowhere to go, ripped down at the 14-yard line.
The Tampa Bay Sports Commission would like to recognize these corporate partners for their continued support. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation, Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners, Under Armour, Elder Automotive Group, Grow Financial, Coca-Cola Beverages Florida, Body Armor, Identity Tampa Bay, OAI, Florida Blue, Academy Bus, and Zenobus Bank. Thank you for your support.
Here at the start of the third quarter, East team trying to eat into the lead, get some good experience here, despite the situation. Back to throw. It's his man over the middle, Armon Harris. Across the 40, still on his feet and just tripped up across the 50-yard line. First big chunk play since the first quarter, Armon Harris, the Tampa Bay Tech wide receiver, brings it in from his quarterback. And it's a first down for the East team. David Wright hits him over the middle. A 36-yard catch and run for Armon Harris, his second big grab of the night. The snap and the throw left is tipped up and incomplete, not where it needed to be on the throw. Looking for McClendon over the right side.
Substitution infraction against the defense. Our cheerleaders for tonight came from the West Squad. Sarah Acevedo, Sylvia Perez, Marcella Gaston, Jayla Troop, Brianna Cook, Margot Shelton, Keegan Springer, Avery Geese Knight.
On second down and 5.
Mia Hartwig.
After the penalty on the defense.
And Chloe Sutcliffe. Coaches for the
And a
West.
timeout taken by the West team. Here in the third, they're in control, 35-7 on the Identity Varsity Network.
Thank you.
Back out of the timeout. 5 yards to make a first midway through this third quarter for the East team, who trails by 28. Pitch to McClendon. Trying to split the seam of two defenders, can't do it. Down to the 44. Gets a hand up for Max Paplin, the Newsom tight end.
Nice tackle by the West by number 42.
Lost a couple on the play. It'll be second down and 8. Excuse me, second down and 7. Back to throw, Wright. Under pressure, throws downfield, a little bit too tall for his receiver on the far sideline at the 25. So had a man open for a beat, sails it high, it's third down. Third and 7 for this offense. David Wright tonight has been efficient at orchestrating them, the most efficient out of the group. He'll get the reps here as they trail 35-7. Right on 3rd and 7. Deep drop. Looking deep over the middle, tipped up and incomplete. Could have been intercepted and a flag down on the play. Maybe for some of the extracurriculars at the end. Personal foul on the offense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty that'll back him up. This will make it 4th down and impossible for David Wright in the offense. Timeout on the field for a water break. Here in the 3rd quarter, it's 35-7. The West team out in front. Back at Sickles High School, it'll be a pooch punt for the quarterback, David Wright. High end over end kick will be taken on a fair catch in West team territory, and that's what will have the ball. So back with the West team up by 28 here in the 3rd. Tedesco will be the quarterback on this drive. 4 wide for the West team. Tedesco going deep. Got a man. And incomplete. Undershot him by just a couple of yards. I could have put this one completely out of reach if he had been able to hit him in stride. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Tedesco going deep again. And this time it is tipped up and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions will bring up 3rd down for the West. Tedesco, one of 3 quarterbacks rotating through for the West team tonight. Back to throw. Tedesco Sliding right. Nowhere to go with it, just tucks it out of bounds and gets a couple of yards. 4th down for the West team. So they'll send on the punting unit. There won't be any returns in this game, trying to avoid injury or kind of those more dangerous plays. So this will be punted away by Long. And wherever it falls is where the return will occur. Long drives the foot into it. And this is caught by the East team, and they'll set up shop right there. 35-7 our score. A punt from Zachary Long on that drive after a 3 and out. Now it'll be up to the West team. Want to take this opportunity? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation is proud to support high school football through events and programs like tonight's game, the Girls High School Presentation Classic, and the Girls in Football Scholarship, the first ever nationwide academic scholarship to benefit female high school football players. Flag football players, beg your pardon. For more information on Buccaneers community programming, log on to buccaneers.com/community. 1st down and 10 for the East team, beg your pardon. After the West team goes 3 and out. And really the goal down the stretch here is to get the best reps possible. Don't want any injuries, any missed time plays, nothing like that. Want to continue to play hard and play as best as you can. Late option pitch. McClendon trying to go the other way. Finds a bit of a seam up to the 37. And gets a favorable spot to the 38. So a broken play on this near side. It was read well by the West, but Denaro McClendon is able to turn it around into a 5-yard gain. Second and 5. Back to throw. Arcs one deep, near side. Harris can't reel it in. It's broken up. On the near side, Crumpto got in the way of it, the strong safety. It'll be 3rd down and 5. So breaks the huddle, 3rd down and 5 for the East team. David Wright, the Tampa Bay Tech quarterback, is in the game. Wright, back to throw. Feeling pressure, wrapped up and sacked. 5th sack of the night for the West team. This one on a big 3rd down. Brought to the turf by Tyrone Lelt. The Middleton linebacker comes in for the sack. It's 4th down and 10 for the East team.
Brings up 4th and 10. Timeout East.
Timeout on the field by the East. Still in the 3rd quarter, 35-7 our score on the Identity Varsity Network. Back here on 4th down and 10 for David Wright. Steps up, spins out of it. Pulls it, then lets it go. And it is complete up the near sideline to Armon Harris. That'll be enough for an East team first down. Again, he finds Armon Harris for the first down.
Just a reminder, to further protect the public against the spread of coronavirus.
Clock will wind as the East team moves up to midfield.
Hillsborough County Public Schools require face coverings be worn while on campus and that social distancing be followed. Non-compliance with these district guidelines
From the 47-yard line to the west. Wright. Quick release to McClendon. And down to the 41-yard line. Narrow McClendon has been an impact player tonight. He's done it through the air and on the ground. Second and 4 after the completion of McClendon for 6 yards. David Wright dumps it off over the middle and a big collision at the 37. He's able to get just enough for the first down. Lemarian Howard with the big boomstick.
Nice hit there by the West defense.
So a penalty on the play will move him down to the 23-yard line.
And that's the end of the third quarter. With your score, West 35.
That should put a bow on this third quarter. One more to go from Sickles High School. The West team in control 35-7 on the Identity Varsity Network. Back here to start the fourth quarter. Ryan Urquhart along with you. Happy to have you for the ride tonight. After the penalty, the East team in some of their best scoring position since the first quarter. David Wright going to load up for the end zone. Ely can't make the grab at the front pylon.
Big hit in the end zone.
It's incomplete. Chance to score here for the East team on one of their better drives of the night. Wright quarterback draw. Up the middle. Goes right and gets popped to the 19. So after the scramble, it'll be 3rd and 4 for the East. You've gotten some good work out of Armon Harris tonight. Reagan Ely's another talented receiver. Aaron McClendon, who's had a couple of good catches tonight, he's split up alone on the right side. On 3rd down, Wright rolls, fires, tipped up and incomplete. Tipped off the hands of 2 red jerseys. It's 4th down for the East team. We'll go for it on 4th and 4. David Wright will be in the shotgun, 3 to the left and 1 to the right. Wright rolling, goes to the end zone. It is intercepted by the West team. Another turnover for this white jersey defense. This time it's Crumpton who picks it out of the air. And it'll go back to the West team here early in the 4th quarter. So a bit of an unwise play there as he intercepted it. He actually kind of fell in exactly the wrong spot as they'll be on their own 1-yard line. We've already had 1 safety tonight. We have a timeout taken on the field by the West team. We'll take one with them. This is the Identity Varsity Network. So out of the timeout, 1st down and 10 from their own half-yard line for the West team. From under center, he's just going to quarterback sneak, and there's a flag down on the play. Could this be a false start? That is on the offense. It'll back him up a 1/4 of a yard. There's not a whole lot of room to back him up to. It'll be 1st down. Tedesco will hand off over the right side, turns the corner, and just gets out of the end zone. Nearly had our second safety of the night. It'll be second down from inside their own 5-yard line. Tedesco in the shotgun, in the shadow of his own goalpost. And a timeout taken by Tedesco. Here in the fourth, the West team out in front, backed up against their own goal line. Here in the fourth, 35-7, Tedesco in his own end zone. Here on second down, called a timeout before the start of the last play. They don't want to give up a safety here, as the East team did just that earlier in this game. Play action. Got a rainbow one deep to the right side. It is incomplete. Broken up along this near sideline by Jack Arn.
Nice defensive coverage by number 6, Jack Arno, Newsom High School.
Tedesco on third down here. Back to throw. Under pressure, slips away. Tedesco stumbles, and he's going to get up to the 10-yard line, short of the first down, but avoids the safety. And they'll bring the punter onto the field, Zachary Long. Puts his foot into this one. High, short kick to the near side. Didn't quite get the angle he wanted on that one. It'll go back to the East team here midway through the fourth on the Identity Varsity Network. Back here at Sickles High School, East team with the football at the 45-yard line. A punt of 45 yards. So got pretty good distance on it. And the East team will still have some pretty good starting field position in their own right. Nick Felice is back in at quarterback for the East team. Under pressure immediately, trying to find Reagan Ely on a tunnel screen. It's incomplete. Second down. Well, the East team has had its moments. They drove down on their first drive of the game and gone into the end zone. No problem, but since then this offense has just struggled. 8:20 to go in this fourth quarter. A 35-7 advantage. Felice dumps it off Wright. Able to slip through down to the 37. So a completion to his halfback over the right end. Gets it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be second down. Felice in the shotgun, 2 to either side on 3rd and 4. The East team has had their struggles on 3rd down tonight. Pressure from the left side, dumps it off to the running back, and chopped down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 4th down for the East team. Well, if you're Nick Felice, not surprised if he tries to hit Reagan Ely on this play. His teammate of Plant City. Felice in the shotgun. Back to throw. Under pressure and goes down for the 6th West team sack of the night. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Inside 8 minutes to play in the game. And a commanding lead and the football for the West team. The ball right at the 50-yard line for this offense to start this drive. Palomar will be the quarterback. 1st down and 10. Rolling right. Lets it rip, and it's caught at the 40-yard line and out of bounds. Finds his man, Xavier Barton, the Blake defensive back playing receiver, makes the grab. He's a yard short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1. And a water break timeout. 6 minutes to play in the game, 35-7. The West team trying to end this one here. Back at Sickles High School, it's back with the West team on a 2nd and 1 situation out of the timeout. Palomar's the quarterback for the West team. 3 to the left and 1 to the right. 6 more minutes to play here in the game. Palomar rolling left. And he is dropped, and the ball's on the ground. Picked up by the East team. Nobody around him. He'll take it to the house. A defensive touchdown for the red jerseys. Believe it was McCullough who scooped it up and scored. And the East team with a much-needed touchdown.
Score 35-13.
JJ, good hustle!
So extra point forthcoming for Ely. No rush, so no need to have blockers out there. Kick is up, and it is good. Finds a way to arc over the crossbar. 35-14 inside 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Back here at Sickles High School, the East team all set to kick it away after a defensive scoop and score. West team, an opportunity to return at the 40. And drop back at the 37.
Kick return by number 1, Antonio Jameson, Chamberlain High School. With a late flag on the play.
So the West team a chance to milk this clock out. And end it here. They'll probably get the win up 35-14 here in the final stanza of this game. Chance to maybe get some more experience as well.
Offsetting personal foul.
First down for the West team after the penalty as well.
At the 34-yard line.
Ball will be placed at the 34. Tedesco is the quarterback. Rather, this is Palomar. On the ground on first down, nowhere to go. And just a short gain up the middle, maybe one. So the West team not trying to keep their foot on the pedal. Just trying to burn as much clock as they can down the stretch of this one. Second and 9 after the 1 yard gain. Back to throw. Fires left and slides down at the 39-yard line for a short gain.
Pass complete by Tedesco. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the West team.
One more round of applause for our East and West cheerleaders.
West team has had no problem on 4th down, rather 3rd down tonight. Hesitation, pressure. Gliding right, lets it rip, and it is incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the West team. They'll have to punt.
Here comes the punting unit for the West. Fair catch is made at the 32-yard line for the East.
After the punt, it'll go back to the East team at their own 22-yard line. 1st down and 10. Inside a couple minutes to go here in the game. Fires right. And got it for the 1st down to Denaro McClendon. Bloomingdale receiver who's had a good night, reels it in. So after the completion to McClendon, David Wright will orchestrate the offense. Beg your pardon. And we got a false start. after the penalty. 1st and 5 from the 48. Back to throw. Quarterback keeper over the left side. Finds a bit of a seam down to the 40. And some extracurriculars on the near side. That's going to draw a penalty. Believe that was David Wright, who just stepped over J.T. Anderson clear as day. And so after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, this is going to back them up all the way to the 45. And that was just a undisciplined play from David Wright. Back to throw. Got Reagan Ailey downfield, and it is incomplete. Emery Floyd now the quarterback for the East team. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2:30 to go in the football game.
Personal foul. Let's finish up in a good sportsmanlike way.
Call coming in from the sideline. Waiting for the whistle to resume play. Emery Floyd out of the shotgun. Hits Reagan Ailey. Slips one man at the 45 and violently brought to the ground at the 49-yard line across the 50. That'll make it 3rd down and manageable.
Timeout.
Timeout on the field. Big 3rd down and 4 coming up here. Floyd back to throw. Going to try a deep bomb to the right side. It is contested. So 3rd down and goal. Back to throw. Rolling left. Looking, lets it go, and it is incomplete. 4th down. And with inside 17 seconds to go, the East team will have pretty much just one more shot at the end zone here.
I'd like to thank all the fans for coming out to support the game tonight. Congratulations to all the student athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, for their efforts during this very tumultuous 2020 football.
Out of the shotgun, 3 to the left and 1 to the right. On 4th down and goal. Back to throw. Looking. End zone. McClendon got it for an acrobatic touchdown. What a throw and catch for the East team. It won't mean anything to the result, but what a play for the highlight reel for McClendon. And McClendon still down at the end of the play. All a tendon and arrow McClendon will go ahead and step aside. This is the Identity Varsity Network. Well, they continue to tend to narrow McClendon. That'll put a bow on this one from Sickles High School. Our final score, the West team 35, the East team 20. Our best thoughts and prayers to McClendon for a quick and speedy recovery. Congratulations to all the players who participated in tonight's game, and on concluding an excellent senior year of high school football. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. So long from Sickles High School.